Hello everybody and welcome along to another first look map review by me, Simulation for the Nation. Today we are on new WOODSHIRE, which is available to download on the mod hub. It's available for PC and console, so a new map for everyone to get stuck into. So as you can see, it is an American based map, designed around being in the north of the United States. And this is created by Redkeinstus and RitchiF, and it is according to the mod hub. It is a small town in the North of America on various farms. Cows, pigs, sheep, and chickens grow up here between mountains and forests. The people in WOODSHIRE appreciate local produce, so the fields need to be cultivated and the animals fed. So I think by the looks of things we do have a nice small map here, and if I bring up the in-game map, you can kind of see there's a little bit of variation here. A lot of typically very square fields, which you kind of come to expect with North American maps, but it is interspersed with a lot of detail by the looks of things, of which we're going to go and have a bit of a rummage around, really. But we're going to start at the first farm. As you can see, there are a few yards around here. But we're going to start at the first farm. As you can see, there are a few yards around here. This one, by the looks of things, is looking like a cattle yard. A lot of good looking barns and buildings around here. Obviously got a machine shed ready to go. This looks like a huge cattle shed. Let's see what happens when I go into here. Some of dipping triggers. And the water trigger as well. Excellent. That'll be a slurry by the looks of things. Plenty of storage space around here as well, with a lot of nice looking kind of models dotted around, which I like this silo. I think it's a really nice little touch. A lot of small little bits of detail placed here and there as well, little details around the yard, which makes it all the more immersive really for me. But yeah, nice sized yard as well. Coming up on the pigs by the looks of things here. Nice pig yard, nice old building. You'll never run out of storage space around here, that is for sure. Oh, I like this. Does that open? No. But it's a nice old building, that's pretty cool. And yeah, things like you got a little wind vane up there, that's nice little touch. And of course our silos, so big first main yard to work with there, should give you lots to do. Slurry again for the pigs. Now there is a tractor floating around here somewhere that we're going to jump into. They do start you with a lot of equipment. You should never run short of equipment to use. So for example, as we jump in here, we can see as we cycle back through, we've got all the loader and bale equipment, but then a bigger range of quite a lot of the smaller end stuff though, so it does give you plenty of opportunity to grow, which is kind of something you'll always want. We're going to take the fast track for a bit of a drive though. Now which way shall we go? We're going to go straight out to the main road. Nice little old junk scrapyard thing there. And we shall go. Oh, we're going to go left. As you do come to expect with some areas of the US, they've got nice arrow straight roads that are interspersed with a lot of fields, but it's nice and undulating. There's a lot of different terrain here, which is a good look. A lot of different field sizes, field types, which I think works very well. But mainly there's just a good lot of attention to detail in and around these fields. That's a nice looking bridge. It does work quite well. So there's our train track, that looks very nice. What we're going to do, we're going to follow this road around to that next roundabout where we'll shoot back up the middle of the map, I think. Nice little placeable area there by the looks of things, give you plenty of areas to work with. Ooh, looks like an old quarry or something, that's a nice touch, with all the old buildings still in place as well. That's a really good little touch. Almost make that into a racetrack if you try a little bit. I like features like this, like the railway bridge here, for example. the viaduct really just add a little bit, you know, if you're working in this field here, it gives you something to look at, it gives you something to kind of pass the time away whilst you go backwards and forwards. There is a new build house there that's coming along quite nicely. Again, with the detail of the timber on the side of the road, extra sawmill, obviously that's quite good. Gas station. Alright, so now we're going to head straight up through the middle. That's our farm just over there, so you kind of know where we are and this whole thing. Looks like we're coming into the little town, the coffee shop there. Always need to remember where that one is. Certain, really? Nice little kind of layout though. It's got the terrain here is far more than I ever expected. It really does look quite nice. And sometimes the really large American maps have a good feel to them, but sometimes the kind of smaller ones like this work just as well. So like just a little storage shed here. This little pond. That's always a nice touch. Again, so if you wanted to, that would be a great position to start with a placeable yard, for example, there, because you've already got one shed in place. That would work really well. What we might do is take this left turn here, because we're at the northern edge of the map already. It's not the biggest map in the world, as you can see, but where it lacks in size, maybe it does make up for it in detail. So we're going to have a bit of a drive through the forest. See what this looks like, and follow this road as much as we can. Nice to see that they give you the option for forestry in here, should you be that way inclined and that you want to pursue that. Gives you plenty of different areas to work on. My count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major, and then a couple of little smaller areas as well, so that's pretty cool. Good detail to the forest as well, which I always think is important. It's not just like grass with a few trees, there's actually a little bit of texture in here, some materials, some weeds. I think that's very good. Oh, and a nice little placeable yard there. That works well. There's your forestry yard if you ever want one. There's a factory of some sort through there. Well, that's pretty interesting. I'm going to go that way. Nice light coming through the forest here, giving you different light patches in different areas. That's a nice little touch. I do like that. Very much impressed by that. And then down the hill. Now we're going to work our way down here. As you can see, we're trying to get our way to that one there. We're finding our way down to what is the main yard, which is just next to field 2 there. So we'll have a look at what's going on. A lot of bulk of our machinery is kept there as well. Just like that, we're down by a BJ. That's cool. That is really cool. So you could quite easily start with the smallest base game machinery here and not have a problem at all. And I've gone past my exit. Perfect. About turn. But yeah, just the way you exit into it or enter into a field, and it's just kind of like it's hidden around the corner here. I think that's quite a nice touch. This works quite well. It just kind of hides the obvious entrance and exits. A lot of smaller fields though that really get yourself going with. I think that's a very good starting point. And then we're going into there. Yes, we are. And here is our main yard. There's a hoop there if you want to relax a little bit. Let's get up track there. So what we have here is we have a variety of different buildings, different conditions. Kind of a bit more of a rustic feel. We are a little bit up or high. We'll just stream down there. It's an interesting contrast with machinery. What I would like to do would be to sell the fast track, get a bit of money back to kind of invest into some other equipment. Nice old bison combine there. That's looking good. And then we've got our forestry trailer, regular trailer, nice case, and sprayer. Cultivation equipment's all looking on point. Kind of little storage shelter here. That's a nice little shed with a bit of clutter in here, so you might want to get in and clear that out at some stage. But again, it adds to like the rustic feel of the yard. It's perhaps maybe an older yard that's in need of a little bit of care and attention, but it looks good nonetheless. Come down here, I'd expect this is going to be our horses. Another little storage shelter. And no stables. Alright, so it's looking pretty good. I really do like this little map actually. Nice little stream over the river, bridge over the river. Beautiful. Very nice. Now where are we? We're back up here. So whilst we're here, let's have a look at the land aspect of the map. You do start off with quite a few areas of land, which is great because that will give you the option to buy or sell. If you want to base yourself all around the middle here, then of course you could relinquish these ones and then buy further over. If we look at one of the bigger fields, let's say 16 for example, it's not that expensive either. 310,000, that's a good starting price. 117,000 for some of the smaller ones, 67, so you can really start to build up and around that main farm there quite easily. That's just a good thing to do. Now we are going to go spin ourselves around. Back down here, I think. As we head towards what is the store, just over here there is a Mahindra retriever waiting for us in the store. Oh, it's over there, okay. I kind of duck your way in, but it's in here around the back. Looks like a nice large store area as well, so you can buy a whole load of equipment at once and get it brought over any which way you like, which I think is good. Yeah, there's our Mahindra. Oops. What I think we'll do, we're going to go out east, we're going to go up the main road again, and then we're going to take that next white track through the forest to the east there and just see what lies ahead of us. So we'll go down here. I'm interested by those three fields at the very east edge of the map there to see if they're actually fields or if they're just kind of boundary fields to give you an impression of the horizon there. We'll have to go and have a look. Get another nice little forest to drive through here. Quite a few big block of land out this way actually. And there you are on top of the hill. Wow. So these fields here to my left and right are the last fields that we own. I would imagine that is very much our kind of distant fields, and we're probably going to hit the border soon when we get down here. There we go. That's the edge of our land though, but I do like the fact that they put those fields in there just so it kind of tapers away the edge of the land, edge of the map there. I think that's a great idea to do. Very, very easy to kind of implement, but it just adds, it makes it a bit more real world feel really, which I think is a very good idea. Overall, very impressed with this map so far. There's some great hills, great terrain in here, a lot of attention to detail to make it look a little less bland really. It could be very immersive into here, and will keep you going for, I would say, keep you going for quite some time here. It gives you a lot of potential. Do let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on this art. I know it is a, for all of you UK and European based players, this American maps aren't of a great interest there, but I still think it's good to get a little bit of diversity in and around the game, and I think this is a very well made map. You could easily confuse this with you know, with the quality of like a Ravenport, for example, in my mind. But no, it's very, very interesting, very good map here indeed. We are going to leave it here. We're just going to park it back into here, I think. I do quite like this area. Park us into the shed. And we will leave this here. So if you are interested in this map in New WOODSHIRE, you can download this from the mod hub for both PC and console, so get to it and make sure you do give it a full rating there, and it is truly worth it. I'm sure you could get some good game saves out of this as well. Do let me know what you think down below in the comments, if you like it, if you dislike it as well. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you have not, hit that dislike button, and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation if you've yet to do so already. For now though, we'll see you later. Until next time, have a good one.